I have 3 students today. One is like a potential student, and then 2 are my actual students. I stopped doing discovery calls, and this is actually my last one. I thought my other one was my last one, but this is actually my last one. So, wish me luck. While we're waiting for tea, why don't I just catch you guys up on what's been up with me. So I am really loving the new direction that I'm going in. It's not really new. If you've seen my previous video, you know what I'm talking about. But basically, I am starting to resemble kind of an agent of sorts. Not really. I'm not negotiating deals. I am not, signing contracts or anything like that. It's more like I realized like a lot of you guys want to apply the things that I share, but you don't necessarily have the time to, or you're like balancing, music with a lot of different things. And like to a certain extent, I do think most people just aren't prioritizing their time properly. It's not that you don't have enough time, it's just that you're spending your time on different things is all. But to address the issue of like, I can't really do this right now, I am basically starting to offer a service where I'm actually looking for filmmakers for you, based on your music, based on the genres that you want to work in, and basically a form that you fill out. And then we meet and I present them to you. I show you how I found them. I answer any of your questions. And it's just like an easier way for you guys to get value from me. I know not everyone has the capacity to like take a course right now. It's like a lot to ask, and I know historically course completion rates, especially in the digital space, are really quite low, and that's just how it is. And me being me, I don't really feel good knowing that my course is out there, but people aren't finishing it and not getting value out of it, like getting results out of it. So the tea is ready, let's go get it. So my plan for today is to take those calls. I've already prepared for them yesterday, so I already found the filmmakers, already wrote, what the message will say, the email, the DM, whatever it is, for my client, my student. And I can't remember if I wrote my to-do list already, but the rest of it is on there. Honestly, don't really remember right now. It's what a to-do list is for. It's in my notebook, so maybe I'll show it now. So I had an awesome one-to-one session today with one of my new students, which is confidential, but I do want to share something that we talked about today, which was this idea of using your first degree and second degree contacts. So if you've been composing for a while and you've established yourself already, you have I don't know, 10 to 20 or more projects, maybe even close to 100, 200 projects under your belt. I really think that you could use your current network to get work instead of constantly trying to reach outside of your network. So I recommend working from your first degree contacts and then going into the people who know people you know but don't know you well yet. So what I mean is like a friend of a friend, basically. So if you worked with a filmmaker, you really liked working with them, and you're like, hey, I don't even know who was producer on this film, I don't know them personally, maybe we should like get to know each other. So I've been playing around with this idea of like doing outreach in phases of like, okay, making sure keeping contact with past collaborators, reaching out to people that know I exist but don't necessarily know me personally yet, and then reserving, out of network outreach for last. These are just various ways of representing this like cycle. For the small amount of people that you know personally, underneath that, there's like more people that you don't know. And then at the very bottom of that, I guess there's like an infinite pool of strangers that may seem really far removed from you, but in reality, there's like this endless cycle of like a friend of a friend of a friend who knows a friend who's a cousin of the friend, and etc. Like I'm playing around with this idea, but I think it's really interesting. I really like how organized it is, but I know reality is not this simple. It was just an attempt, really, at finding a new way to express this idea that I had. But yeah, hope you like that. It's pretty cool. I think I'll make a proper graph out of it someday. I honestly did think about filming me on the Zoom calls, but I honestly just wanted to be in the moment, so I opted out of filming. I didn't want to ruin the magic, I guess, of just paying attention, focusing on one person. Yeah, it's just like one of those things about vlogging. It's like, yeah, you do document your life, but also to an extent you're like removed from the situation because you are focused on capturing it. But yeah, this is just a short little vlog, so I hope that you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new, and I'll see you in the next video.